type people. Story time, if you will. With all the band and all everything going on the last couple of days, it's funny to see how quick you can, you have an idea and you can go to another one and another one and another one, or completely contradict your last one. But anyway, that being said, the reptile circle, it's not the only community that I hang around, I guess you could say. I mean, I do a lot. I do own my little urban farm here, which kind of, it puts me around the farming, ranching community, and a lot of people that take part in that stuff, as well as many other things. It goes way, way far out of reptiles, but this story actually has to do with reptiles, and is a very, very important one that it didn't even really sink in really hardcore until today. You see, I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone who actually owns a ranch about 45 minutes away from here, maybe. He raises pigs, used to raise chickens, raises rabbits on his ranch. He's not really part of the reptile community. I mean, he did get his son a leopard gecko. I remember talking to him about a good first lizard those make, but I mean, for the most part, not really. Bigger part of probably like the paranormal community, which is another one that I frequent sometimes, not much, have an interest in. But anyway, I digress. We were talking on the phone, and we were actually talking about rabbits and stuff, and livestock and everything, and he happened to mention something. Now, I can't quote him exactly, and I'd actually love to get him an interview with him. I might even try to do that, but he said something to the effect of, boy, that group, of the reptile group that you hang out with, meaning everybody. He follows me on Facebook and sees a lot of what goes on in the reptile community via following me on Facebook. That those reptile people, they're really quick on the trigger, aren't they? Well, I mean, I didn't quite know what he meant, but I kind of did. And, you got to understand, this is we just had this federal legislation go through, and a lot of people are real sensitive about it right now. But something really interesting. He says, no, not right now, just all the time. And not just about reptiles, about a lot of stuff. And we got to talking about this a little bit. And we were talking about how, so quick to jump on somebody about something, or push political or religious views or whatever. And it's weird because I never really noticed it. But then looking back, I realized, wow, there are a lot of people out there that are real trigger happy like that. And I really got to thinking about it after our conversation. And this conversation was, I think it was yesterday. But I really got to thinking about it, and I thought, oh my God, wait a minute. This is what the general public thinks of us, that we're real quick on the trigger, real quick to jump on. No wonder they don't want to ask us questions or deal with us. It's amazing how something can really hit you like that, and that is the answer. This is somebody just from the general public who happens to be a good friend of mine. And if the rest of the public outside of the reptile community sees us the same way, that scares the hell out of me. I don't know, and I mean, what can you do about it? I personally think, regardless of federal legislation and everything, I think it's just basic human respect that people shouldn't, you understand what I mean. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to share that with you. This is a prime example of what people outside of the reptile community, the general public, who just might run into this stuff because they have a family member or friend on the social networks or whatever. This is the kind of stuff they think about us, and that's not a very good image moving forward of being real quick on the trigger and to attack people for their particular beliefs or way of doing things. So yeah, think about it a little while. I know I'm definitely going to be thinking about it.
feet.